Hi, it's me again. I haven't think about a way to call myself. I guess I might name this channel eventually to like beginner ukulele parent with 3 kids. It has been 2 weeks. I have been teaching my 3 kids, like ukulele. I would like to highly recommend this model. Probably, even without my recommendation, this is already the most popular one. By the way, this is not an advertisement, so I pay full price, like from Amazon. Actually, I bought it from Amazon. So this is a Kala KA. I'm not sure whether you can see it. Yeah, let me see. KA-15S model. Okay. The reason why I highly recommended it is because like for the entry level ukulele, which is not a toy, which is usually about $50. Like it can range from like 40 to $70. Usually is very inconsistent. So if you're lucky, you might get a very good one. But if you're not lucky, and like most of the time that you will not be lucky, then you will get a one which is a very bad setup, bad intonation. So if you look at this one, like so, I have never set it up anyway. So for example, I did not like change the height of the bridge. I did not change the height of the nut, right? So if you look at this, like the setup is pretty good, right? So if you look at the 12 fret here, right? Let me see, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 here, right? Like the 12 fret is around, okay, let me see whether you can see it. Yeah, 2.5 millimeter, like 3. Okay. So which is like really good, really good. Okay. And then like the first fret, look at this. If I press the third fret, like the first fret is actually barely touching it. So that's reason it's actually pretty easy to like do some chord, right? So it's actually pretty easy. I mean, like, especially for kid, it's actually good. Even though it's a lemonade wood, but look at it. It resonates very well, right? So if I tune it, like so for example, if I tune this to A, it looks pretty good. Okay, I'm not sure whether you can see how I tune it. So A, okay, A is good. And then this C, right? So if I press a high C, like listen to it. Okay, it like the C string resonance very well, very well. Overall, I like this a lot. But okay. Let me show you one more thing, like why I like it. So let me see whether I can zoom into this a little bit more. Okay. So right now I tune this to C. If you can see it, it's C, right? Okay. So let me okay. And then like I do a D here. So D is just a little bit sharp, just a little bit. E is almost right. F is almost right. G is so good. G is pretty good. G is so good that it actually resonates very well. Okay, and then A is exactly right, and it resonates the A string. B is just at a point, like that's really good. And then C is just sharp a little bit. So overall, as the first musical instrument for kids, I highly recommend this. Really highly. But then I'm going to tell you, like, there are some problem for this product. Okay, and if you really want to get one, like I would have like some recommendation to like tell you guys. Because I like this so much, right? So I actually get 3 from Amazon. So I get this one, okay? And then I got this one. So if you look at this, you can quickly tell that they have very interesting difference, right? So first, some copy has a strap button, okay? So let me see whether I can zoom in a little bit here, yeah. Some of them has a strap button and some of them don't, right? Even the material, right? The wood, the bridge, okay? The saddle, like it looks quite different. The fretboard look different. It might be like, since I get it from Amazon, right? Like remember, like I'm getting it from Amazon for full price. They might send it from different fulfillment center, so that's reason like they may have a different, like I don't know, like different way to distribute this. I have no idea at all, right? But because I got 3 of them, I can tell you, even as solid as this model, okay, to be honest with you, I like if you look at like on the top of the screen, I actually get like 10 different ukulele, just because I really want to see the difference between them. For the entry level, which is like lower than like $80 or lower than lower than $80, I would say that the consistency for this model is already the highest, right? If you know some other model which is even more consistent, which is under like $70, let me know. You can put in a comment. Like, let me know. I really want to know like which one is it. I'm talking about not one particular copy, like how good one particular copy is. I'm talking about you if you're like me, right? So I cannot go to the store right now because of the virus. I have to rely on the online shopping, right? I have to go to either Amazon or what's the most popular, like musical friends or something like that, or like guitar friends, something like that. So consistency is actually very important because you cannot rely on the store. So if you go to the store, so let me give you some tips. Like if you really want to get like an entry level ukulele, like going to the store is the top choice, because like in the store you can test it, you can try it, and the store will do the basic setup for you for sure, right? So if they find some problem, they definitely will fix it, or even like give you another one, right? But if you're like me, you cannot go to the store at this moment, but you still want to start like teaching your kid, or you want to get one for your kid, then you should get this model. But you still have to be careful about it, okay? Let me tell you, there are several copy that like they are not consistent. So this is one of the good example. Like if you look at the nut, I'm not sure whether you can see it or not. The nut, there's actually some gap in the nut. If you look at this, like there's some gap here, okay? One of them even have like some groove that, okay, so let me show you here. I'm not sure whether you can see it or not. Like, yeah, see? Some groove get off, right? So this is definitely some quality control issue here. But the worst thing that I'm getting is actually like this, okay? So if you look at this, the fretboard is not straight. Do you see a gap between? Look at here, look at my thumb. There's a gap, there's a small gap at the 10th thread. Okay, so let me see whether I can zoom to his, because I only have one hand, I'm sorry, to do this. Okay, so look at this. See the gap? Okay. See the gap? Like the gap is pretty big, right? So basically the 11th fret and 12th fret suddenly curve up. So this one, definitely I have to return back to Amazon because it's just not working. So look at this. What happened is that this is C, right? And then suppose this is high C, right? But if I do a B, listen to what was going on. This is C, right? There's no way I can press it to B and generate a B. There's no way. It's all C because it curves such that the 12th fret stays so high. I have no way to do a B. Even an A sharp. A sharp is okay, but it busts a lot. So I would say that even at a sharp, I'm not sure whether they will be able to take this fret away, take this fret out, and flatten it and then put it back. I think that this is like too much of the work. So eventually this one is a really, really bad copy. And it probably should have to go back to like the manufacturer, right? So look at this. Like I got 3, like KA-15S from Kala. One of them is so bad, right? But don't like. I'm not saying that this is bad. Like okay, if you really want to get one model, I still highly recommend this model because like all the setup is really good. Like look at the height at 12 fret is still. Well, let me see whether I can zoom into here. Yeah, it's like 2.5, about 3, which is good, right? So other than like this kind of inconsistency, I would still say that like this is like the most like consistent model. But I just want to warn you, right? So if you are like me, like you cannot go to the store at this moment, okay? Then maybe you should get like more than one copy, more than one of them, and then just like compare them, okay? If you can go to the store, then I highly recommend that you go to a store with good rating. Otherwise, if you have to rely on like Amazon or like the other most popular online musical instrument store, get more than one copy. Okay. If you find like the same quality problem, like just like what like so this is really bad, right? As I mentioned to you, like this fretboard is definitely not up to the minimum standard, right? Even like there are like the groove problem that we're seeing here, okay? I just don't know when it will basically like move a little bit here, right? So, but other than that, I would say that like the gear is so solid. Like so, I mean like very high standard. The body is, I like it. Like compared to like all other ukulele that I have right now. Like overall, this is still my choice. But you just have to be careful and especially when you're not getting it from store.